you get me out or not, Lanfear?
Years pass and we're back to this.
'I've been told to watch the boy. The Amelin requires your strength to protect Cairhien.
Don't let her get close to you.
I'd say you'd spent long enough in Cairhien, wouldn't you? The Dragon Reborn.
Tell your master I'm still waiting for her to keep her promise.
You can see male weaves. What do you see when you look at Moiraine?
A desperate, lonely woman. There are weaves on her. Thousands of strands pulled together, held in place.
How is that possible?
I don't know, it's just like...
There's a fire in the foregate.
Go!
Where will you take him?
Farm, Toman Head.
You plan to have him declare himself the Dragon Reborn. Above Toman's head shall he proclaim himself, bannered across the sky in fire. Real weaves.
The city is not safe. I hope you're with this boy.
Let's go. There. You're going to open it. Look at Moiraine. Not just your eyes. What do you see? It looks like a knot tied together.
It's impossible.
To tie off weaves and leave them in place are the Forsaken's powers. A skill that's been lost for thousands of years. It is a shield. Shamael didn't steal you. Not even a Forsaken could do that alone. Which means...
It can be removed.
Yes. What do I need to do? You'll have to cut it. I am sorry it took me so long to do my duty.
Lanfear, the daughter of the Knight the Forsaken once known as Moiraine Arenale, is often reduced to a jealous lover obsessed with ensnaring Rand al'Thor, the Dragon Reborn. But that narrow view sells short one of the most complex and dangerous minds in Robert Jordan's The Wheel of Time universe. She is not merely a scorned woman chasing a man across lifetimes. She is a strategist, a visionary, a being who sees destiny as a canvas and herself as the artist. Her ultimate goal is not just to possess Rand. It is to control destiny itself, to rewrite the rules of reality and build a new world in her own image. For centuries, she has plotted woven schemes within schemes, manipulated kings and Forsaken alike, and bided her time for the moment when the pattern would align to grant her ultimate power. This is not the story of a villain driven by passion. It is the story of a cosmic architect of chaos whose ambitions stretch far beyond any single person or era. Join us as we dissect her labyrinthine plots, peel back the layers of her deception, and unveil the terrifying dominion she truly seeks. Prepare to see Lanfear not as Rand's shadow, but as a force unto herself, one that could unravel the very fabric of the Wheel of Time if she succeeds. To understand Lanfear, we must first discard the common misconception that her entire existence revolves around Rand al'Thor. Yes, she pursues him with a single-minded intensity that borders on madness. Yes, she claims to love him, to need him to be the only one worthy of standing at her side. But this so-called love is not an end in itself. It is a means to a greater end. Rand is not her obsession, he is her key, a tool crafted by the pattern to unlock the power she has craved for millennia. To see this, we must journey back to the Age of Legends, to the woman she once was, Moiraine Arenale. Long before the breaking of the world, Moiraine was a prodigy, a channeler of unparalleled talent and ambition. She was one of the brightest minds of her era, a researcher who pushed the boundaries of what was possible with the One Power. But Moiraine was never content with knowledge alone. She craved recognition power control. She wanted to be more than just a great scientist. She wanted to be a god. Her obsession began with the true source, the Well of Life, the very fabric of reality. She believed that there was a way to tap into a deeper, more primal power, one that would make her invincible, that would let her reshape the world to her will. This quest led her to discover the bore a rift in the pattern that allowed the Dark One to touch the world. It was Moiraine, along with her colleague Balal, who drilled the first hole in the Dark One's prison. They did not do this out of malice at first. They did it out of ambition. They thought they could harness the Dark One's power and use it for their own ends. But they underestimated the evil they were unleashing. The Dark One corrupted them, twisted their ambitions into something cruel and selfish. Moiraine became Lanfear, the Daughter of the Night, one of the first Forsaken, the most trusted and most feared of the Dark One's servants. But even as a Forsaken, Lanfear's true loyalty was never to the Dark One, it was to herself. She served the Dark One only because she believed he could help her achieve her ultimate goal. She saw him as a means to an end, a powerful ally who could help her defeat her enemies and claim the power she craved. But when the Dark One's plan to break the world failed, when the Dragon Reborn Luz Theron Telamon sealed him away, Lanfear was trapped along with the other Forsaken. For 3,000 years, she waited frozen in time, dreaming of the day she would be free to continue her quest. When she was finally released during the Dragon Reborn's rebirth as Rand al'Thor, she saw her chance. Rand was not just Luz Theron Reborn. He was the key to unlocking the power of the pattern itself.